Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp box office stuff, mostly because we won't be having a podcast for a while, so, might as well talk about it now. So we're going to be talking about the opening weekend for Ant-Man and the Wasp, some of what people are saying, and whether or not it's a flop, mostly, because that's what people are calling it, mostly for clicks, because it's not a flop, and I'll be proving that to you today. So let's start with what it actually made, so we can talk about the little details. So Ant-Man and the Wasp domestically made $76 million, foreign made $85 million, and worldwide made $161 million. Now, mind you, this is without most of Europe, pretty much, because of the World Cup. They moved it to August, so that foreign number is going to be smaller than you'd expect, which is something you really should take into consideration when it comes to, what it made foreign compared to the first one, and in other movies, because of that whole World Cup situation. The first Ant-Man foreignly, in terms of opening weekend, I can only find the opening weekend, obviously, for the domestic, which made 57, so it's pretty good for opening weekend. So 76 million was Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man 1 was 57 million, so it made more, which is really good. And so it's not necessarily a flop. Now let's talk about other things that have occurred with this movie. So it made 76 million opening weekend. Analysts had expected it to get about 80 to 85, maybe even 90 million. But of course, and this was pretty much predicted after it grabbed 33 million on Friday/Thursday. And Disney was kind of aiming at the 70 million. Just like, it's going to probably make that. So it beat Disney's expectations. It fell short of analysts' expectations. But again, Disney are the people who you need to think about, right? Because if they are like, oh my god, you need to do this. Like, you need to know how to do this. Or like, you have to get this much money. We're the ones managing the money. Analysts are just looking from the outside saying, okay, well, if it grabbed 33 on Thursday, Friday, then it should make more on Saturday, Sunday when it's more open and more people are able to go see it. But, of course, it did manage to drop, and so it didn't make that, but it made what Disney expected it to, and beyond. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters when it comes to box office. And so if you do that, then it really doesn't matter. It got better critical reviews than the first one. It made more than the first one opening weekend. And it made more than the studio expected it to. So I don't know why people are calling it a flop. Sure, it opens below analysts' expectations, and it would be great if it opened at 100 million. But that doesn't mean it's a flop. Just because it doesn't open at 100 million doesn't mean it's a flop. Domestic, obviously. So, I'm going to talk about the weekend box office too, while I'm doing this video, for July 6th to the 8th. So, number 1 is obviously Ant-Man and the Wasp with 76 million. Number 2 was Incredibles 2 with 29 million. 3 was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which had a huge 53.1% drop from last weekend, which made 28 million. The First Purge came in at 4th with 17 million. Then Sicario, Day of Soldado, came in 5th with 7 million. It had a 61% drop, so that's pretty big. Uncle Drew had a 56.5% drop with 6 million at 6th. And then Ocean's 8, Tag, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Deadpool 2. Now, surprisingly, at 14 is Solo with 982, and then at 15 is Infinity War. So, and they both had pretty big drops. Solo had a 63.5% drop, and Infinity War had a 43.9% drop, so that's pretty big. Black Panther's still making money. I believe it had an increase probably because of the actual Ant-Man and the Wasp, and people wanted to see that before they see that other one. I'm surprised Infinity War had a drop, though. I mean, sure, it's got a lot, I don't know. So, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp is not a failure. It did well. It did better than Disney expected. It had good critical reviews. At the end of the day, it'll end up probably doing better than Justice League. So, I mean, what's there to worry about? So, please like, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts down below. Follow us on social media. And, of course, see you next time. Bye.